Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Joshua Stonecutter, and I think this is going to be probably one of the last videos that I ever make. The reason for that being is because I can't tell anymore if somebody has. This is my final answer. Okay, this is my final answer for everything that's been going on. I haven't said anything like officially, like I know this to be true or this is, you know what I mean, like. But I don't think that I've been posting on the internet at all. I think that I've been, or if I have been, it's been severely edited and shadow banned, like severely, like with other users in mind, which is really scary, you know? Um, I don't, somebody played a giant joke on me to make it look as though all these things are going on with my family or things that have happened with my family. And it's gotten to the point where I can't tell what's real and what isn't, what is not on the internet. All this stuff that I found was just spoon fed to me by somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I've just been being led around like a puppet on a string, you know. Um, they have me in a position right now to where I believe that I'm. This is like looking at it from like a war perspective. It's really scary, you guys, or whoever I'm talking to. I think I'm just telling you guys what I know to be going on, which is really alarming, man. So this is what I think is going on. I think you guys got me set up to where um, anybody in like my neighborhood or any of the places I worked for, they're going to tell you that I was extremely mentally unstable and there's something wrong with me. And they're going to have me go out and some kind of false flag something. I don't know if it's going to be me. They're going to say that I hurt somebody or that I blew something up. You know, I don't know what they're going to say. But I do know this: there's not one person on the face of this earth who I don't believe there's one person on the face of this earth who's going to stand up and say, no, Josh is actually totally sane. He's been talking about this stuff all along. Um, you know, I don't think there's anybody on the face of this earth that's going to say that, because the people in my life, in my real life, who I have talked to about this, they haven't asked to see any evidence or any proof or anything like that. In fact, those people have only made comments about how I'm, oh, you know, basically they've ignored anything I've said on the subject. And then they've gone on to start talking about me and my personality, suggesting that I'm somehow unstable or something. You know, I'm not unstable. I'm starting to think that nobody on the face of this planet has mental problems, and that every single mental problem is just the result of gaslighting. Like if you have somebody in your life saying, you know, I think you should go to therapy, then you have somebody in your life that doesn't like you. Do you see what I'm saying? Um, because like I've been getting set up by all the therapists and stuff. I know what in my heart of hearts I know what's going on. Okay? And it is so horrifying that I have to sit here and say what I'm saying right now. That I believe somebody played a giant joke on me. And if any law enforcement or anybody in the news or anything like that, you know, hears about me, hears about my story, please listen to this video and not anything that anybody else is saying. I am making this video in defense of me because I believe, again, that they are going to take me out in some kind of false flag something. Basically, lies. They're going to make up lies and say that I did something or that I was doing something, or I'm just going to completely disappear off the face of the planet. That's another option. Because right now, if somebody came into this room right now and grabbed me and put me in a bag and threw me in a van, who who on earth would do or say anything about it? Nobody. Not one person. Not the police in the town that I'm living in, not any of the neighbors. Nobody. Nobody would say a word. And that is why I do believe that they're planning on taking me out. That I firmly believe that. The only way that my only defense to this is to tell you guys what I think is going to happen in hopes, in some hopes that I am like thwarting your efforts. It's just simple self-preservation. I'm just trying to save my own life. And to my original mother and father, to my original brother, you know, I do love you guys. I don't know which of you has been replaced by what, but I do know this. I have been talking to one person this whole time, and I don't know who that person is. I don't know who that person is. But this one person has the ability. It's not me. You see, it's not me. Because I've already done everything I can do. I think if there's something else I can do, and I think of it, I'll do it. But at this point, I need to figure out how I can live my life to the fullest each day, because I believe that I know the date and the time. Well, I believe that I know the general date and the time that I'm going to die. That's how smart I am. I believe that I know when I'm going to die. I know how it's going to be done. I even know who's going to be there. I even know who's going to be there to see me off. When I was a kid, I used to always have this feeling like, I feel like I'm going to see all of these people again at some point, at some time. And I was always thinking, oh, that's going to be in heaven. It's not going to be in heaven. It's going to be for my final send off. You see, and I could be wrong, you guys, but so in an attempt to thwart the efforts, and that's exactly what this is, I'm going to tell you what my plans are. My plans are to get my head in a good enough place to where I can go out and take the abuse, getting signatures. And I already know that when I go out there to collect signatures, it's going to be a lot worse than it was before. I already know that. So I have to be prepared for that. You know, I have to get that, get in that right mindset to where I won't be thwarted by their efforts. You know what I mean? When I'm working, because anyways, I'm done explaining stuff. I'm absolutely done explaining stuff, because there was a time when I believed there was somebody out there that wanted to hear what I have to say. And I know there's people out there that want to hear what I have to say. But I also know that they're not listening because of all this. So I'm going to try to stack some money, and I'm going to try to enjoy myself. And starting in January, I am going to start writing 2 books. And I won't say you guys already know what the books will be about. One's going to be about me, written from my perspective, and the other one's going to be written from somebody else's perspective. I think I know who that person will be, but I haven't quite decided yet. So, I know, and another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to burn every single notebook that I have, so that like anything that I've ever written down is going to be gone. Everything. The only thing, if you guys want to know anything that I've written or anything like that, you're going to have to wait for me to do these books. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'll throw in a third book. The third book and the final book will be a book of poems, a book of poetry. If I'm allowed to live. I'm hoping that I can make myself useful enough. Like, that's like, I am completely serious. I hope that I can make myself useful enough to you guys to where you don't do what we all know that I'm talking about. I don't want to go into that thing. I don't want to go in there. Please don't make me go in there. I'm not saying I'll do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not willing to give up certain things. I do know this, that if people start talking about religious stuff, I know which names not to say. And I know that I know in my heart who I'm worshiping. And I don't have to tell anybody who that is, because I am scared that we are nearing a time when... No, we're already there. Yeah, we're already there. We're already there. It's just happening. It's just happening covertly, So, no more anger, no more judgment from me, no more vengeance. I have done what you guys wanted me to do, and now I'm just hoping that, you know what? It doesn't matter to me, you guys. I'll be honest with you. This is the truth, and this is what's sad. I'm not. I mean this with all the love of my heart. If I was made to walk into some type of murder chamber, butcher shop tomorrow, I would be really scared about the things that were going to happen to me in there. But I would be really happy. I really would. I don't want to have to deal with any of you guys again. I don't want to have to see any of you guys again. Because you guys have been so mean to me. And I could never do anything that would willingly, I would never do anything that would willingly, I would never willingly do anything that would result in my death. I couldn't do it. But there would absolutely be some relief. There would absolutely be some relief because I wouldn't have to be dealing with you guys anymore. Raise your hand if you know what happens when we die. Raise your hand if you know what happens when we die, for sure. Like I said, I've just been talking to you this whole time. I don't know who that person is. I don't have any faith that you're going to do anything. But I have been talking to you. And it's been you. It's been you this whole time. Goodbye, everybody.